Okay, good afternoon, and we are going to look at the meshing setup of our project. So first we start with fluid flow fluent. So what we have to do is we have to double click this and rename it with anything, test experiment. Okay, then save it anywhere you like. So I am creating a folder naming test.txt, and inside that another name test.txt. Then save. You can see the project is now saving. And the next step what we have to do is we have to import the geometry. So I take geometry in a stp file, that is step file, which can create step file from any geometrical software, any modeling software. So we have now imported the geometry, and what we have to do is we have to open the geometry in design modeler. So right click and edit geometry in design modeler. So we have to wait some time. Once the design modeler is open, we have to click on generate so that we can see the geometry in this software. Okay, it has loaded into the software. So next thing what we have to do is we have to create an enclosure around the geometry. So go to tools, click enclosure, and we have to change the dimension of the enclosure according to our needs. So the enclosure which we are going to give is about to this dimension, which I am entering now. So x value is this, y value is 3, z value is 6, and again 4.5, 0.1, and is 6. Then click on generate. So enclosure has been created, but we have to divide the whole setup into two. Only one half of the setup is needed. So we are going again to tools and click on symmetry. Then click on the plane which we have to divide, along which we have to divide the whole setup. So in this case it is xy, not yz plane. yz plane, I click on apply, then again generate. So one half of the setup is gone, and next what we have to do is we have to subtract this bike from the enclosure so that we can get the fluid domain shape around the bike. So go to create and click on boolean, then in the operation select subtract. First target body is the entire body, so we have to select this and apply. Tool bodies, then in tool bodies we have to select all other bodies except solid, which we selected for the target body. So select it and apply, then again generate. Okay, we can now see there is a hole in this middle of the shape of the bike. Then the geometrical setup is done. Then now save the file. And exit. Then now load mesh. Okay, right click on the mesh and click on edit. Okay, the geometry has been loaded, and now the first thing we have to do is we have to name all these boundaries. So first select face, which is this, you can see on the top left corner. This option is face selection, so then we are selecting this face, that is the face which is just on the front of this bike. So this one, not this one, this one. Then right click and create named selections. In that, enter the name as inlet and then OK. Similarly, we have to name all other boundaries: inlet, outlet, and the three faces, this one, and this one, along with the region between the tires of the bike. We are naming it as symmetry. Okay, then we have one more face to name, that is we are naming it as wall. And then we have to name the bike so that we can get desired results on this particular shape. So we are selecting everything, Ctrl A, and deselecting all other faces. Hold on Ctrl and then deselect everything, every face, keeping that shape of the bike in selection. Okay, then right click and create name to the shape. I'm entering it as bike, then OK. Now we have created the named selections for the all boundaries. Then we have to insert a coordinate system. Okay, here in that coordinate system, defined by, we are going to edit this defined by from geometry selection to named selection. From this named selection, we are selecting bike and changing the coordinates to 0.75 and 0.6. And enter. Okay, again we have to create second coordinate system, same procedure as before. Like the only difference is we are giving minus sign for that dimensions in Z axis. So we have created the second coordinate system. We have to create one more coordinate system. Follow the similar steps as before, and now we are changing the coordinates to 0, 1.4 and 0.3. Okay, now we have created 3 more coordinates. Now it's time to mesh. Okay, first we have to select mesh, and in the element size we are providing it 0.2, and right click on mesh, insert sizing. First we have to select the body, so we select body selection tool and click the body which we want to create sizing, and now apply. Then in the suppressed option we have to provide yes, and below the type we are selecting sphere of influence. Select the first coordinate system, radius as 1 meter, and element size as 0.02. Then select this body sizing, click on right click, and select unsuppress. Similarly we have to create 2 more body sizing, and now again insert sizing, select the body, apply S option for suppression, sphere of influence. Now select the second coordinate system with radius 1 and element size of 0.02. Now we have created 2 body sizing, and another one we have to create another one. Now we insert sizing, again select the entire body, apply, yes, element size we have to select sphere of influence, and now select the third coordinate system. Now the radius is 0.5. Element size is 0.02. Now right click on the third body sizing and unsuppress. We can see that circle here. Then click on generate. Now we can see the mesh here. Okay, we can now increase the radius of third body sizing to 0.75 as it requires much more mesh. Again click generate.